Okay, but first of all, I need to qualify this. This presentation isn't for everybody. Okay, so if you're doing something really top secret or something not exactly legal, if you're building an army of evil robots, openness in design and innovation might not be a good idea. But for everybody else, I'd like to talk about you, and I'd like to talk about what open innovation means to you, what openness in your research practice, your design practice, and your innovation practice can mean for you as an individual. You as a change agent, you as an innovator, you as a designer. Opening up your innovation and design practice brings new eyeballs, new perspectives, new ways of looking at a problem. Okay? And what's wrong?
This is the privacy part. You don't want
Ah, yeah, okay. Sorry. Openness. Hey, openness. Okay, great. So you're just going to miss a couple eyeballs on the bottom. But these different angles, right? And seeing problems with new sets of eyes, new cultures from new industries, new sets of experience will enrich your designs, will round out your designs. We'll take problems, risks, and opportunities that are hidden normally and bring them out into plain view. It's phenomenally important for you. Openness in innovation and design practice is great for you. It's also great for your company. And I'd like to talk about that. If ideas can flow in and out of your organization, you don't have all those ideas that are sitting locked away collecting dust. Some of those ideas can now break free. They can go out into the world. They can join in groups with other ideas. They can form these teams of mutually reinforcing ideas that we need to do something really big, right? And they can go out, make some impact, make some money. If we have closed innovation, we may have in the markets that we serve consumer needs that are unmet. If we're open to outside ideas, some of those can flow in and meet those needs, and that's powerful as well. And if we have infrastructure, if we have manufacturing capabilities, distribution capabilities, customer support or service capabilities that are unused or underutilized, let's bring in some ideas to get that moving forward. So in this simple view, closed innovation is a waster of resource. It's a squander of ideas, right? It can leave needs unmet that could be met. The ideas are out there. The designs are out there. It creates opportunity costs. It doesn't exploit infrastructure. There are less sources of revenue than there could be. Okay? So that's a pretty dire picture. That's all pretty bad. And that raises a big why, right? Why is every company not being as open in their research, design, and innovation practices as they possibly humanly can, right? And they aren't. Some of that why is easy to understand, and some of that why is a little difficult. So I'll talk to you first about the part that I don't get. This is the last century, and this is companies going out for original research, going outside of their own company for new ideas and original research. And you see this incredible trend down. I don't know if it was Cold War paranoia. I don't know what it was. But you get down to this bottom, the bottom of this trough in the 60s and 70s, right? They call that the golden age of corporate R&D, right? You know, golden age, that's trillions of dollars of waste, right? A lot of the problems that we have could be solved if we hadn't gone off and hidden ourselves and closed ourselves down and not had this richness in our design, all of these shared perspectives and this openness. Fortunately, we're now trending upward, right? Companies are seeing this. They're seeing the benefits of openness. They're seeing that, you can exploit these ideas. You can meet these other needs. You can use this infrastructure. And 7 years ago, Henry Chesbrough gave a name to this, open innovation, right? And open innovation, this flow of ideas in and out of a company. Or at a broader scale, we can say ideas and designs can flow to the context that supports them best, to the business models, to the companies that can help them have the greatest impact. Open innovation was much more than a book. Open innovation was really a case with incredible examples and a really eloquent case for opening up your design and innovation after this period of lockdown, of closedness, right? And that's important because in your own organizations, chances are design, research, innovation practice are not as open as they could be and are not as open as they should be, and you will have to make a case for why they should be more open. And what is that? What will you face? Well, there's a lot of paranoia. There's a lot of, we've done it this way for 30 years. There's a lot of, hey, that's a secret when it's really not, right? And there's not looking at this bigger picture and saying, wow, what are we squandering? What are we wasting by thinking this way or by operating this way? So in making that case, I want to talk about 3 mistakes that I see very, very often. 3 things that you can change that will help you radically in making this case for open innovation and opening this design, research, and innovation practice across your companies or your organizations. The first mistake I see is the number of ideas. Okay, so you go in to talk to your boss and you say, hey, I want to start a corporate-wide open innovation program. And your boss says, why? And you say, because we'll get more ideas. And your boss says, hey, you know how many ideas I got back there? I got more ideas than I can deal with, right? I need new ideas like I need a hole in the head, right? And at the hole in the, like a hole in the head, right? That's the point when you go, maybe I'm not making the best case for open innovation. And it's not about the number of ideas. It's those different perspectives. It's different types of ideas, right? That's what we need. There are types of ideas and kinds of ideas that your organization, based on your culture, based on organizational dynamics, you will never come up with, not in a million years. And those are the ideas you need, right? Why? Because your culture is different. Your organization is different. You know, this might be dress code in your, or standard business attire in your company, or this might be, right? And, you know, different ways of thinking, different worldviews, different design practices are going to come out of different environments, right? You think you've got such a great creative culture, right? You have casual Fridays. Cool. They have clothing optional Tuesdays. I mean, you know, how are you going to beat that? You aren't going to come up with the same designs. So there's the second big mistake, and that is thinking, oh, it's the inflow and it's the outflow of ideas. You know, we think about that and we go, so we can use these design and innovation partners to come up with the ideas or to take them to the market at the very end. And that's a big mistake. Those ideas or that design, that can flow in and out and in and out and in and out. If you just think about that, you're losing it. Those innovation and design partners, they can help prioritize, vet, group, create those idea molecules for you, do prototyping, pilot programs, do implementation, and it can flow right back into your company. If you think about it this way, there's a lot of value in an open innovation program that you're not realizing, right? They're your external partners. Plug them in wherever it makes sense. And the last mistake that I see is saying open innovation is new. So you come in to your boss and you say, I've got this idea, and, well, we've never done it before, and it's new and it's scary, but it's not new. It's very, very old, and there are certain places where open innovation has been the standard for decades, right? So Henry Chesbrough once again points at Hollywood. A movie is created collaboratively by an open innovation network. Right? You have the special effects firm, you have this titling firm, you have a firm that specializes just in making those previews. It's a huge collaborative endeavor. But you don't have to look outside of your industry, and you don't even have to look outside of your company to see open innovation at work. When you're making the case, take a careful look around first. Find all the allies you can. Find all the places where this is already happening. If you look in sales and marketing, you'll find that they have open innovation mini programs with external innovation partners, ad agencies, brand strategists, event planners. Even if you look in legal, you'll find that when they hit a sticky problem, they have the outside experts that they go to who can come up with those innovative solutions. HR has organizational designers, has training designers, and your research department may be interacting with external university research programs or specialty labs. And this is very, very important because you making the case for us just expanding and bridging things that already exist, these mini programs, is a lot easier than doing it from scratch. And even if you go out and you find a lot of these, this is not the same. This will not yield you the same results as a company-wide open innovation program. And the question is why? Well, the focus here is on the inflow of ideas. and usually an origination of ideas, not this flow in and out. You might have more iteration with ad agencies, but a lot of times it's just an origination of an idea. There's a lot of lost opportunity there. You also aren't letting ideas outside to go to different markets you don't serve, to go to adjacent markets. That's a big lost opportunity. This is also siloed by domain. So if you want to do really audacious projects, you want business model design or to create new industry models, to make those kinds of bold moves, to do radical redesign of business processes, this isn't going to do it for you. But looking at this will radically help you in making the case. So there's those three things, right? It's not new. Plug them in wherever it makes sense. Those ideas and that design can flow in and out of your organization. And it's not about the number of ideas, it's about the type of ideas. Now, I'm also part of an open innovation network. There's about 30 of us that have collaborated now to create the book that Julian mentioned. And this is actually, open innovation in practice. 30 of us working together to bring stories, to bring techniques, to bring case studies that will help you be tremendously successful. A guide to open innovation in crowdsourcing is coming out next February. I hope that really helps you expand openness, get the maximum level of openness in your research, design, and innovation practices in your company. Here's to your success. I'm rooting for you. Thank you very much.